home. The first exercise, Linda, we're going to get her to do is practicing turning on these bottom muscles. And this is probably something you don't need to do, but she can do practice at home. So in a sitting position, most people's backs will be down in this flat position. We want her to tilt the pelvis like she's tilting the pelvis into this position, and she's going to go through and hold this for a minute at a time. And I'd like her to really practice, especially in the car and stuff, but also at home, holding this for about a minute at a time, and about 10 minutes a day is really quite important for these two little muscles to work here. At the moment, when we test it with the biofeedback, it's about 20 or thereabouts, not very high. She should be up to about 200, so she's quite a distance behind. 10 minutes, 1 minute holds, number one. Number two, the exercises with the core exercises will be in front of the mirror. We're going to get her initially to tuck the tummy flat in the back, so it's nice and flat. It's not arched, it's not too flat, so just into the flat position. Pull the gut in, pull the pelvic floor up, arm out, leg out, breath out. And she's going to really concentrate here in holding the gut up and trying not to allow the back to move and flatten, or also actually arch. So we don't want too much arch, and I don't want it too flat, but concentrating on keeping it in between. Keep the gut pulled in, and where I'm feeling this is right up through the transverse abdominis. You need to use a mirror, something for feedback, or you can give her feedback, but I'd like her to practice this at home. 100 reps a couple of times on each side, and obviously swapping, finding that position, pull the gut up, pelvic floor up, back nice and flat, and through this position. To make it more difficult, she can just stay there, pop some elastic just around the knees, just to give her some resistance. And now having to work quite hard to stabilise. 2 100s each side. The next exercise will just be her normal rotations. Sets of 20, making sure she rotates from side to side, not coming up and down, but rotating. Sets of 20, 5, 6, 19, 20, 7 times. 100s this position. She'll go through into 100 reps. And you can palpate and see if she's turning these on. 100s. Be careful of the chin, so you can relax and keep it back. And your 3, 4 times of those. Side glute lifts. In this position, 100 repetitions each side. We then get her with elastic, and we're going to get her to start walking. She'll do 3 minutes fronts walking. I use a small space, I go backwards and forwards because I don't have much room, but I'm happy for her to do 3 minutes in a front walking position, feet apart, burn in the glute and the calves. Knees apart, knees pretty straight in a jumping position, and here's the glutes, 3 minutes, and this is glutes into this position. So that's it.
Okay.
I'll do some other things.